Two other drugs that you are going to find probably are magic mushrooms and LSD. Now both of these two drugs are associated with being hallucinogenic drugs. By that I mean there are three different types of hallucinations you can have as a result of taking these drugs. Visual hallucinations, you see things that are not there. Tactile hallucinations, you feel things that are happening to your body when they're not really when you're not being touched. And audio hallucinations, you hear things that are being said that are not really being said. Now, magic mushrooms are found in most fields at various times in the year in our own country. The problem that you have is if you don't know what you're looking for, you can cut the wrong mushroom that can instantly kill you, because all mushrooms are a fungus, even the ones we have for breakfast. And if we have too much of them, it's poison. If you have these particular mushrooms that look identical, they're called flygaric mushrooms to magic mushrooms, you can die, because there is so much poison within them that they just go into your bloodstream and cause you to have a fit, throw up, choke on your own vomit and die. So, of course, don't take magic mushrooms, but if you have to, make damn sure you know who's picking them and that they've picked them before. Otherwise, you know, the chances are you're going to die before you even try to attempt to see what they're like, you know. LSD is very rarely found today, very rarely. That comes in the form of a cardboard cutout that's got the actual acid, and LSD stands for lysergic acid dilathamide, but nobody would go up to a drug dealer and go, listen man, you got any lysergic acid dilathamide? So it's abbreviated and cut short. And that is basically a piece of paper with this stuff, like you have an eye drop when you put into your eye, just absorbed onto the cardboard. Again, the users feel like things are happening to their body when they're not. They see things that are not there, and the audio hallucinations that they normally have are something like your mates are playing a trick on you, your girlfriend's sleeping with your friends, paranoid hearing kind of stuff, rather than, oh, it's a lovely day today, let's go swimming. It's not like that. It's like your mates are ganging up on you. You need to get out of this position because otherwise a monster's going to come through the wall. Then you have the visual one impaired with that as well, and you've got the two working together, so you're actually believing that you're seeing things. In my experience, you can have good trips and bad trips, they call them, where you go on a journey. Taking LSD and magic mushrooms, very much what happens to you is based on the people that you're with. If you're with a group of people that are not likely to put something into your head, then it's quite likely that you will be able to move through that trip and come out the other side without having any uncomfortable memories of seeing monsters and stuff. If you're with the type of group of people that are going to play a trick on you and a joke on you, once you have something embedded in your head, when you've taken magic mushrooms or LSD, it's going to stay there. I've actually had somebody smash a coffee table in front of me, screaming, crying their eyes out, thinking that there were snakes all over the floor, jumping up on a chair and trying to not touch the floor because in his head there were snakes all over the floor. I myself went to a kebab van, and all my mate had to say to me when I was on LSD was this, and he said it just like this. He said, Goldie, just get in front of me, get your kebab, and go and sit in the car. Right at that moment, I was absolutely petrified. I knew not what was behind me, but my head was beginning to make this picture of this thing, this monster, this person that was going to kill me. I pooed my pants. I got to the car and I'm going to be honest, I done a little bit of poo-poo in my pants. I was so scared. When the other lads got to the car, they just laughed and joked. I mean, thought it was hilarious because there was nothing there. What I'm trying to tell you is if something plants something in your mind will wander and take on a new direction. That's why these types of drugs are so lethal, because if somebody puts something there, you'll paint a picture that isn't real, and it's there that you're likely to do something to yourself, like cut off one of your fingers, like bizarre things that people do when they're on LSD because they think their finger's growing into a monster, you know, when it clearly isn't. And that's the problem that you have. As far as I'm aware, you can't overdose. from LSD, but you can overdose from magic mushrooms because they make you so sick, because they're poison. With these two types of drugs, just finally, even when you think you're over them, I'm told, and it has happened to me up to about 2 years, but I'm told up to 7 years after taking the drug, you can have a reoccurring flashback of what actually happened. But after 3 or 4 years, they become like a deja vu. That experience, oh, I swear I've seen this before. So obviously not as bad as the initial 14, 10, 8 hours that you have after taking them.